I was waiting for this preview to release so we can just do a quick recap on the version 2.6 because there are sometimes from this preview it's slightly different from the live stream. And first off, really cool artwork right here, and we are getting a lot of story from the Augusta. If you don't already know, currently they did release the Augusta story quest where you can play as Augusta's past life. Basically, you read through it. It's not exactly gameplay, but it is kind of fun. You can make different choices, and then there's like this 4 stacks of health bar. It's obviously not for everyone, but I definitely enjoyed it. The thing is that Augusta have to go through a rough past where she has, as a kid, it started off as a child, where her hometown is basically run down. She has to live life as a gladiator. One of these gladiators picked her up, and then she got trained by this one guy named Kato. Through that alone, she grew. Yeah, you just have to go through it yourself. The story itself is not that long. I think I played it around like 1 hour and 30 minutes long. It is very short, but you can get enough picture of what Augusta has to go through to become the E4 that she is. And after this, we seem to be getting some Iuno's story quest as well. I don't think it's a hangout event. I mean, they say it themselves, main quest chapter 2, it seems to be a continuation, probably in the second half. So of course, we're gonna go through Augusta's story quest in the first half, and then later on, we have to meet up with Iuno for the second half. And we're getting a lot of rewards actually. This is gonna be the second half reward. The first half is obviously like another 10 pull, but it's like a standard pull, 5 standard pull, 5 radiant tide. It's very disappointing, isn't it? They should definitely remove the standard pull and just give us the radiant tide alone, because the standard pull kind of has no worth right now. Most standard characters are no longer playable. To some people, they don't want to play standard character anymore, especially most of them already basically power crap. So it's kind of pointless. I talked about this before, that we're getting new location after new location, like patch after patch after patch. It's kind of insane actually. They're kind of overwhelming. And then we get new echoes. We finally got the Lady of the Sea, which is Mia, by the way. If you don't already know Mia, she did fight Lupa in the last chapter of 2.4. It was one of the best quests until Prolova's MSQ came along and that took over as one of the best story quests in the game. There is this new enemy which looks really cool. I'm not really too sure about it. It could be for Iuno, it could be for Augusta, either of those two. And then there's this dinosaur as well, which is absolutely insane. They all have really good animation as well. So many times I said it. And the cost 1 and cost 3 echoes, so useless as a main stat, but if they could to just, add some cost 1 to cost 3 echoes being given to 4-star characters by like giving them extra energy regen, giving them extra concerto energy, that would be great for 4-star characters. But unfortunately, the cost 1 and cost 3 echoes are just being used as a substats, which just feels like a waste of animation potential, This is a bunch of nightmare echoes that they just released. Thank God they didn't even bother making new animations. It's not that I don't like the new animations, I just feel that it's wasted. They just reuse the animation for these echoes, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, they're just gonna be like cost 1, cost 3 echoes that you're just gonna be using it as a stat stick. Now let's go on to the new Phantom echoes. We're gonna get new skins, and we're getting a Phantom Fallacy of No Return and the Kurosaur. Does anybody even use Kurosaur? I know it can be used as a main stat because it has some arrow damage potential and stuff like that, but I think it also have like a fusion damage bonus. I don't know. Here are the new Sonata effect. Obviously, this is going to be given for Augusta. I mean, the color alone says it all, right? This is going to be for Augusta, and this is going to be for Iuno. And it seems like the Augusta one, upon gaining a shield, so I'm going to be expecting that Augusta will gain a shield from her attack or alt or skill maybe. And this Resonator also give like attack by 6% and crit damage by 4%, and it will stack up for 5 times. And it's just a 3-piece set as well. Loss and Harmony, probably gonna use the same Nightmare Echo set as well, so it's gonna be shared. That's gonna be a lot of farming. Cast Echo skill grants 30% heavy attack damage bonus to the caster for 4 seconds. So there's obviously a lot of rumors going on that she's gonna be a heavy attack unit. Not surprised at all. Zani hates heavy attack. All these characters that with big ass claymore use heavy attack damage bonus, and now I'm kind of confused because Law of Harmony is heavy attack. Isn't it gonna be good for Augusta as well? Who knows? But at the same time, I think it's gonna be used for Iuno because most of these aerial characters, like Jiang for example, he uses heavy attack. Casting Echo skill grants 30% heavy damage bonus to the caster for 4 seconds. I suppose it's not gonna be that good for Jiang. Additionally, all resonators in the team gave 4% echo skill damage bonus for 30 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. Echoes of the same name can only trigger this effect once. The record of echo triggering this effect is cleared along with this effect. At 4 stacks, casting Echo skill gains reset the duration of this effect. So I'm not really too sure if it's gonna be good for anyone other than Iuno, it seems. It seems something that is very new, or residents in the team gain 4% Echo skill. This part right here sounds like it's gonna be good for Cartethyia as well, because she does use Echo skill damage. Rolova also have an Echo skill. So if you have character in your team use Law of Harmony, she can actually support all the other characters that use Echo skills. This is gonna be a lot to experiment. If I'm being honest, I might have to experiment on my own. New tactical hologram. We're gonna actually fight the Lady of the Sea. We did fought it before in the Lupus quest. And oh boy, you know it's gonna be difficult when it's hologram. Optimization. Now this is something I'm very excited to talk about. The flight. The fact that you can just no longer jump, press attack, press dodge to fly is crazy. And not only that, this part alone took over the whole live stream for me. I completely forgot everything that was happening because they decided to do this. Finally, we've been asking since 2.0 they released this flight mechanic. We wanted it to be used in Jinzo. And now we actually can. And the black shorts as well. Black shorts can be very annoying to explore. But with flight, I might actually go there. And to top it all off, there's one more thing I'd like to show you, and that is the compass for the treasure finder. They actually made it bigger. They made this exploration less stressful to go through. At this point, you cannot miss anything. You have to 100% the areas in Wuthering Waves, all of them. I believe they did mention something along the line where they will not add flight to the new areas as well, but instead focusing on other ways to explore. They are updating permanent events. Let's try reading this. The main page and lineup page for the Fantasy of the Thousand Gateways. If you don't know what that is, it's the weekly Depths of Lucy Realm, basically. They actually tried to optimize it. They made it seem easier for you to add your characters into the roster. They gave more metaphors, which is the upgrade for your character's damage. They made it easier. They actually add more to it, so that way you can actually gain more buffs while playing through this, which could lead to making the state of the game a lot easier and more fun and enjoyable, you know? That is gonna be really good. And guess what? The Hazard Tower, that's gonna be floor 3 and 4 now. Before this, if you don't already know, there's only 2 floors in the Hazard Tower. That is insane, actually. You'll also be getting more rewards every single reset of the tower. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that the moment you start the Hazard Tower, as long as you beat the contest in Resident Tower and the other tower, you're basically gonna get all the rewards right off the bat, except for the last floor. That goes the same for Whimpering Waste as well. As long as you got all the rewards from the past, they're just gonna immediately give it to you right off the bat. Also, to make the state of the game even better, there's a claim all button now. Oh my god, thank god. Holy, guess you could never, am I right? Claim all through everything. The achievement, the events, whenever you finish the events, you can just collect it. Hazard Tower, Whimpering Waste, all of them has like claim all button. I believe Whimpering Waste already has it. But still, that just really shows that the devs are actually listening. They listen to your feedback, and it is very important for you to actually give them feedback. Now that you know they read this, they're willing to work through everything. There's more here. Optimized exploration. I believe I've talked about this. Is the loot mapper thing. It's the chest finder. It's just amazing. You know, they did everything they can to make the game easier for you to explore. And this is just a quick little bonus that they added gallery for your weapons as well. They also said something along the line where they want to add gallery for the echoes. I thought that was already in the game, but I guess not. Optimize the interface. This is the one that I told you about. That's gonna be like a quick claim all button. It's good. I like it. Optimize graphic performance. It's not even a mobile game anymore. It's not even a mobile game anymore. If you play in that graphics, I don't know. I think Wuthering Waves is gonna be the first ever gacha game for mobiles that's gonna kill its own mobile gamers, you know? They're gonna keep upgrading the specs, they're gonna keep on upgrading these graphics. Next thing you know, it's not even gonna be playable for your mobiles anymore. Not even the ones that are very expensive. It might not be for mobile after all. You might have to get a PC sooner or later. And with the amount of content that we've been getting in the game, a lot of areas has been added into the game every single patch, and the graphics continuously been optimized. They seem to enhance the graphics for the PC players as well. It is slightly worrying actually. Alright, let me just show you this real quick. It is crazy, okay? The phase 1, Augusta, fine. Carlotta, expectable, you know? They actually made triple banner, and it is Shorekeeper. This is insane. This is predatory as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, for the new players, I know there's like a beginner banner and all that stuff, but imagine that you're returning or something, and you probably just wanted to play this game just for Augusta. You want to pull for Augusta. Well, guess what? One of the best characters is also running in the same phase as Augusta. Going through this, I just can't help but think, man, I do want Shopkeeper S1 and S2. But she keeps on running in the banner what I also want to pull for the main limited character, which is Augusta right now. I probably never will get Shopkeepers S1 and S2 because Augusta is here right now. At this point, I just have to think about, hey, maybe just give Verena for free for everyone and put Shopkeeper into the standard banner, you know? Just give something. Yeah, I don't see why not. But at the end of the day, Shopkeeper is still gonna be better than your Verena. For sure, maybe I'm asking a bit too much here. I am asking a bit too much. And let's just go to this phase 2. Obviously, I skipped Chacona in the past. I don't think I'm that interested in her anymore as well, so I'm just gonna go for Iuno. And that is only if I have enough pulls, which is obviously I would try to do at least 20 pulls because we are getting it from the second half right here. We're getting 20 pulls, and that is for Iuno. But now for the weapons, let me just say this real quick, that the weapons for Augusta and Iuno, both of these two, completely power crap all the other weapons in the past. It's forged from countless of swords, each one a trophy from duels with gladiators. So her sword is made by a bunch of sword, bro. It's like a Game of Thrones chair at this point. I just feel like it's almost impossible now for me to not pull for weapon banners. The only weapon that I have skipped is Shopkeeper's weapon, because I still to this day believe that if you have the variation to R5, just use variation. Why the hell would you pull for Shopkeeper's weapon in R1? I don't think R1 Shopkeeper's weapon is that good at all. I think it's trash. It's completely underwhelming in comparison to R5 variation. But other than that, all these other weapons that fits the character's personality, fits the drip, I gotta pull. I gotta pull for Augusta's weapon. I have Gian's weapon. I know she's a heavy attack unit, but I'm still gonna pull for her weapon. I don't think I can skip this good looking weapon. It has some electrics around the weapon. It has animations injected to this weapon. I cannot skip. And the Moongazer sigil here is the Iuno's weapon, obviously. Also, looks amazing. They all look good. I don't know what to do. I mean, sure, maybe I'll use some sort of support weapon and then just maybe turn it into invisible so that it doesn't ruin my immersion. But yeah, it's tiring sometimes because I think Galbrena is gonna be in the next patch. Due to the live stream at the end there, they show like a scene where Galbrena is there. I also want to pull for her. I don't know. I have to skip someone, right? I feel like I have to skip someone here. And it's not gonna be Augusta. I have to pull for Augusta. And there's actually a new Pioneer podcast, like the Battle Pass weapon. It's looking kind of cool. And I'm not really that interested with the Battle Pass weapon. I think at the end of the day, you guys are gonna pull for the 5-star weapon. Most of you guys that gets the Battle Pass, you're gonna have enough astrites to pull for the weapon banner. Because once again, weapon banners are 100% guarantee if you pull for it. And if you get a 5-star, you will get the limited weapon. And here's sort of phase 1, obviously is Augusta, Carlotta's weapon, and Shopkeeper's weapon. And the phase 2 is gonna be Iuno's and Chacona. Not really much to say here. And then there's a special event. Events actually looks really good, and it seems like we're gonna be getting a lot of rewards through all of these events. Obviously, we're gonna have there's a good old area exploration event. The Tidal Defense Simulator right here, I am really hoping for them to make it permanent, because I enjoy tower defense a lot more than I want to enjoy. The thing is that I've seen some Hoyo games, even Genshin Impact tried it as well. And sure, Xenozone Zero, they just use Bamboo and stuff like that. It doesn't look all that amazing, but it is still enjoyable. I think I'm a sucker for Tower of Defense. I'm also a sucker for TFT, it seems like. This is something I actually just found out too through playing gacha games. But yeah, I like these mini games, man. I really do, and I kind of want them to make it permanent so I can continuously play it. Of course, we're gonna have the classic good old 7-day logins. Unfortunately, they still just give standard pools. I don't get it. It's completely useless. I don't find standard pools all that great anymore. And not to mention the lack of standard pools that they gave. It made it seem more underwhelming, you know? They don't give a lot. It's like around 20 pools max every single patch. So every time I pull on the standard banner, I just don't expect a lot. I don't even expect a 5-star sometimes because they don't even give all that much currencies there in the first place. A second coming of Solaris Ultra. So I saw the gameplay on this one, and it just looks fun. It just looks fun and enjoyable content. It's a mini event. It doesn't really give all that much complications. You're basically find the imposter. Yep, that's basically it. That's what we see from the event. That's what we see from the gameplay that they show us. You look into these characters, the NPCs, and you find the imposter. It came out of nowhere, but I'm loving every bit of it. This Marks of the Wild is also just a quick little rewards. Basically, it's just a free gift, man. All of these are kind of free gifts. It's not a really complicated event. It's not a combat event at all. It's just you doing a little bit of a puzzle and then gaining all the rewards in less than an hour. I believe this is also something that's related to the daily logins, but I don't exactly understand what they're gonna give us. We just have to see it for ourselves when the patch came out. This is a more exploration event. We're gonna have some fun with the gliding event. I forgot what the Back to Solaris is. But yeah, all of these events are gonna give you a lot of rewards. It's probably gonna be like 100 pulls max, right? It has to be over 100 pulls at this point. Like, this is a lot of event, a lot of stuff to do. There's gonna be a lot of areas as well that I mean you have to expect a lot from this patch. But yeah, after playing the 2.5 version 2.5 with the lack of exploration, lack of events, this is a lot. I think this is the biggest patch we have in a while, and it has definitely exceeded my expectations. I really thought just one time gave us a filler patch. Can't keep getting away with it! So we can save our asteroids, but no. And the next patch, you know it's not gonna be a filler patch as well. Especially when they already tease us Galbrena. Oh boy, I am worried about my wallet, and so should you. But yeah, that's about all I can say for this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. See ya.